Hello everyone, I am Krishna Choudhury, Lactation and IYCF Counsellor. As you already know that we are celebrating World Breastfeeding Week from 1st of August to 7th of August every year, so that we can encourage the mother to breastfeed exclusively their babies till 6 months of age, and also to encourage extended breastfeeding till 2 years or beyond, so that we can improve the overall health of the newborn and we can prevent many diseases like acute respiratory infections or diarrheal diseases, and also the mortality of the infants worldwide. So this year the theme of World Breastfeeding Week celebration is enabling breastfeeding, making a difference for the working parents. Friends, as a IYCF counselor, I will always like to suggest you that if you are planning to be a mother, so from the antenatal period itself you should know all the benefits and advantages related to breastfeeding, the advantages of breastfeeding for the mother, for the baby, and for all the community at large. One point you should always know, that we should always initiate breastfeeding as early as possible, preferably within half an hour of birth. We should always encourage to breastfeed the babies. Second thing is, we should always discourage the sale and uses of formula feeds in the hospitals, and also there should be a community awareness related to the formulas, which should always be avoided. Second thing is, some mothers may think that they are not having enough milk for the baby and they are switching to the formula products, but it is a complete myth. The more the baby will suckle, the more milk production will be there, because it depends all about the hormones which is produced. So during breastfeeding, two hormones are responsible. One is prolactin hormone and one is oxytocin hormone. So like when you are breastfeeding the baby, these two hormones are secreted, and the more the baby will suckle, the more milk production will be there. Next very important thing I want to focus is, while you are breastfeeding the baby, the mother should always be taught that she should not switch the baby from one breast to the other after 5 minutes or after 5 to 7 minutes. We should always encourage the mothers to breastfeed in one breast for at least 15 to 20 minutes, because there are two things. The first milk which comes out is known as the foremilk, which always satisfies the thirst of the baby, whereas the later which comes out is known as the hind milk, which helps in satisfying the hunger of the baby. So if the baby is not getting the hind milk, the baby may have weight reduction, or there will be no weight gain, and there will be no sufficient amount of urine output. So that's why we should always encourage the mothers to breastfeed the baby in one breast for minimum of 15 to 20 minutes, so that the baby will get both the foremilk and the hind milk, which is rich in sugar, protein and fats. Also the foremilk will satisfy the thirst, it will be watery and it will be rich in sugar content, and the later, which is known as hind milk, it will be rich in sugar, glucose, sugar, fats and other minerals, which is very much essential for the baby. So related to the theme of this year, the mother should be having a lot of support from her colleagues, and at the workplace there should be a separate room for breastfeeding and availability of crèche. The breastfeeding room should be clean and hygienic, and the mother should be comfortable enough to feed the baby, and there should be some breastfeeding gaps in between work, so that she can go and have some emotional and psychological bonding with the baby. She can give a skin to skin contact to the baby to develop her psychological bonding, and also to express the milk. And if there is any crèche facility, the mother can go and feed the baby during the work breaks, which she can avail from the from her office or from her workplace. So this time we have to make a difference for the working parents, as because the working mothers are joining the workplace right after 6 months. Paid maternity leave, that should be encouraged. So after 6 months, when the mother joins the workplace, she should always be supported by her administrators or the higher authority people, and also by her colleagues regarding breastfeeding. And always we have to encourage the mothers to breastfeed their baby till 2 years. That is known as extended breastfeeding, till 2 years or beyond. Thank you so much.